That's Samaria, that's Galilee. Samaria, Galilee. And Jezreel Valley at the midst. Yes, separating between Samaria and the Galilee. And the Jezreel Valley, like we said before, it's the only place that you can cross the whole country from the east to the Mediterranean over there. The Mediterranean, it's parallel by the sea. The Carmel falls into the sea. So you can cross the whole country without any climbing. That's why all enemies ever invaded to the land came from here. Okay. One, yes, Alexander the Great, he came from the north, crossed the Lebanese mountains and surprised everyone. That's how we call him Alexander the Great. But everybody else entered the land through here. So what you're looking at is the largest and the most famous battlefield in the whole world. I'm going to mention some of the things that happens over here. What you see there, straight ahead, you can see a mountain that looks like many hills. Can you see that? It's called Mount Gilboa. Yes, Gilboa means many hills. Gilboa, many hills. Geva, Gilboa, many hills. That's where King Saul chose to fight against the Philistines. Remember? He didn't want the Philistines to use their weapon advantage, the iron chariots. So King Solomon chose to fight on those hills and eventually lost his 3 sons and fell on his sword. So that's Mount Gilboa. On the feet of Mount Gilboa, right where you see the big white building, just behind it is the spring of Gideon. That's where Gideon chose the 300 warriors. And right here in this valley, that's where Gideon fought the Midianites. Remember the great battle? We might talk about it now on the bus. More to the left, you can see a Moreh hill. That's the pointer hill. And around it was the battle of Gideon and the Midianites. More to the left, you can see a perfect round mountain. That's Mount Tabor, ladies and gentlemen. Tabor. You know what's the meaning of Tabor? An outie. Belly button. Aldi, how you call it? Aldi. Yeah. A belly button. Tabor means a belly button. Okay? Because it's in the midst of the Jezreel Valley and because the way it looks. So Mount Tabor, you can see it, there is a church on the top of it. That's where Deborah, prophet Deborah, gathered the north tribes of Israel, yes, to fight against Sisera, the chief of staff of Jabin, the king of Hazor. So the great battle of Barak and Deborah happened right there, Mount Tabor.
Through the temple?
Right there. And that city over there is the city of Nazareth. So under your feet, right here, you see the eucalyptus trees. That's where the battle between Sisera happened. Sisera, Barak, and Deborah. That's also where King Ahab died in the day of battle. And he kept on standing on the chariot for the whole day.